back to All Panic Disco, our podcast. I'm Emma. This is Keely.
Thanks for tuning
coming back. Hey,
Oh,
Peppers.
puppy.
Hey, puppy girl.
Hi,
You're so
she's
sweet.
such a cutie.
Oh.
Holy no, we got work to do. Okay, we're back. Because the first one went so well. We had to come back.
We decided to do it again. Yeah.
We've gotten lots of good support from our friends.
Yeah, so thank you guys.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. We got new mics.
We did. We upgraded. We got new mics. We got a new background. We got a new outlook on being famous.
We're fully prepared for our femininity. Is that famousnicity?
Is there a word for that? Femininity. That can't be it. Infamousy. Wait. Word for being famous.
Oh, we're ready
famous.
for our stardom.
We're ready for our stardom. I'm wearing a frog and toad sweatshirt. Do you remember these though?
Yeah, I remember those books.
They make me really happy.
Yeah, they're like the epitome of us.
They're us, yeah. They just eat cookies and like ride tandem bikes and that's all we do. Would you be the frog or the toad?
I feel like I would probably be the frog.
I would be the toad.
I feel like I just have more like, frog-like.
I feel like you have toad under yourself. No. But I feel like I have this legit outfit.
I am kind of like frumpy and like toad like, and I feel like he probably just lays around, sleeps, and frog is like, come on, toad.
Come on, toad.
Get out of your hole. Let's go. We have an adventure to do. And I'm probably, yeah, right. I am toad.
It's okay though.
Yeah, and I just burrow into my little toad hole.
Your toad hole.
Yeah, and then I sleep.
Yeah.
I hibernate.
Sounds perfect.
Do you know that hamsters hibernate?
I didn't.
Yeah, and so most people think that their pet hamster died, but it didn't. It actually hibernates in like the cold months. And so
my God.
People are just murdering their hamsters.
Do you want to know mine and Bryce's probably one of our lower points in life? I don't know if I've ever told you this. We had pet hamsters.
Yeah.
A couple. And we wanted to like be able to give them a proper burial. But the ground wasn't.
Did you put them in the freezer?
Yeah. But at one point we had 2 dead hamsters in the freezer. Isn't that sad?
What else were you going to do with it? I
don't
mean, you
know.
wanted to give them the proper send-off.
And so we did bury it eventually, but they were in our freezer for way too long.
Like you forgot about them.
Yeah,
And they like frostbitten and then they're like, oh
That's
no.
exactly what happened. Did you know that people bury their turtles during the winter and they unbury them in the spring?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Could you imagine being the turtle? And what if you like wake up before your owners decide to come dig you up? And you're
I think they undig themselves.
And then where do they go? They just run away?
I don't know. I don't know turtle logistics.
I would never be able to bury my pet. Can you imagine Merlin, the bearded dragon, being buried he would be like, well, I guess I'm dead now. He would never be able to get back out.
I love your little sign in the front door that says, we have pets. 1 dog, Poppy, and a lizard.
Merlin. Well, the firefighters, I think that they would definitely rescue Poppy. I'm not sure if they would rescue Merlin. And his heat lamp likely started the fire anyway, so he's probably long gone at this point. And I thought about listing the bugs, but I was like, they'd probably be like, we should just let this place burn. So we just left that part off.
That's so funny. You just have like a scroll that comes down, and it's just like
more bugs,
beetles.
EBDB sniffles the beetles, and the 2 millipedes, and we're also leopards sitting for a leopard gecko and another spider. They'd be like, fuck it. I'm out of this place.
You're standing on the curb and you're like, but did you go back in?
The spider.
Did you get the millipedes? We have 3. Bugs.
Oh, bugs.
Bugs. Oh my gosh. So last night, the girls like to play with Play-Doh, my daughters. And so they're into creating sculptures with their Play-Doh. And so over this weekend, they're playing with Play-Doh, and my mom is staying with us. And my youngest brings out her latest creation, which was a snail. However, it just looked like a penis. She comes downstairs, and she's just like, Mom, look at it. It's my snail. It's my pet snail. Like, it's beautiful. And my mom's like, I didn't know what it was. She's creative.
She's your daughter.
Yeah. And then she set it down and did a little ballet routine. And
I'm so
spins.
excited that she's dancing.
Yeah. She loves it. She's having a ball. Loving it. Loving her life. She's a very happy-go-lucky girl. Both of them are.
Oh. The life of a child.
I know.
Me and my brother and my cousins did the funniest things when we were kids. I wish I could just feel how genuine that was.
I know.
Like, we used to, at my one cousin's house, he had like a detached garage from the house. And we played garage band.
Oh.
Or like rock band, where we would all have an air instrument of sorts. And we would play, and it was always the same freaking song over and over again. It was always Boulevard of Broken Dreams. And we would all, there'd be a lead singer and a drummer and a guitar and stuff, and we'd station ourselves in the garage. And
just
we would
a-cappella.
just jam out. And, oh my God. But at the time, I was like, this is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
This is the coolest thing we've ever done.
I mean, me and my sister and my brother, we grew up like just a block or two away from my grandparents, and they owned a farm. We did all kinds of crazy things, but then my cousins also, then we like all grew up close together doing stuff. And us farm kids, we were really into BMX stuff. We would get bikes, like hand-me-downs, when one kid would grow out of it, the next would get it, kind of thing. Or I swear sometimes my grandparents would like find bikes at the dump and bring them back to the farm.
One for the kids.
Yeah. And so we just had bikes everywhere. We would be freaking driving those things around, doing little burnouts on them, putting cards in our spokes to make them sound like they were dirt bikes.
Sure, that's the coolest.
Or we'd put a pop can on the back of the tire. And then we would get pegs for our bikes. We'd be like hanging on each other's backs. Or like we'd have people on the back of our bikes and we'd be riding around. And every once in a great while, we would build ramps out of like spare wood. And my grandpa had this big pole shed where he would have all of his stuff. Well, he would pull the tractors out. And we would build ramps in there, and we'd have a track, and because it's all dirt and stuff. And we'd invite all of our grandparents and our aunts and uncles and parents and stuff out there, and they'd set up their lawn chairs.
Like a show.
Yeah. We'd have a BMX show out there.
That's classic. Yeah.
And so, because I'm the oldest grandchild, I was the announcer. So
you always pick the most important role.
Oh, yeah. I was
the president.
Yeah, I was the president. When we would play house, I was the banker, so I controlled all the money.
You're such a bully.
I would be
power whore.
I would be the judge.
Of course. I'm sure your cousins talk shit about you behind your back, like she always gets to be the president.
Anything with status and power. I had that job. So
I was always the cat. I just wanted to be the cat.
Oh my god, you and my sister are exactly alike.
We would be like playing Power Rangers, and I would start out as the pink Power Ranger, and then I'd just be like, can I be the Power Rangers cat? Why?
So I'd be like out there, and I'd be like announcing everybody, and my cousins would be doing the jumps and stuff. But I would make sure that everything was flowing.
In order.
It was in order.
Yes.
The greatest, would be in a certain position of the show. The ones that sucked weren't allowed in the show.
Cut up.
My one cousin, she was awful, like terrible, barely could ride a bike. So we made her be the clown. And we made her ride a trike around. We even made her go off the ramp with the trike.
And your parents were probably like, again. We did the same thing though, where like me and my best friend from elementary school would choreograph really elaborate dances to like Britney Spears, and then make her mom and grandma come watch in the living room, and they were probably like, we do this every day. But it was the best. It was like, I'm a superstar.
Yeah.
And you'll be sorry when I'm famous.
And then the fights you'd get in with your cousins too, or your friends, if they mess something up. And you're like, we rehearsed this 100 times.
I was pretty good. My brother and my cousin would always fight. But like siblings,
Yeah.
But whenever things got tense, I would just take my little cousin and we go down and make crafts in the basement. And just leave everyone else to fend for themselves.
So yeah, I always had one of them.
Because you were a bully.
Well, I always had one cousin that would go rogue.
They wouldn't listen to you.
Yeah, that would want to do
your authority.
I would be like, okay, this is what you're gonna do, but then they'd want to like add a new trick in last minute that they hadn't practiced enough,
No, you can't do that.
And then they'd ruin the whole show.
Yeah.
They'd stop the whole production, and I'd just be like,
that's so stressful on you.
I'm never gonna financially recover from this. And then I'd throw my paper clip up into the air, and I'd be like,
why do I even do this job? I want my name off of this whole show.
Yeah. That'd be so dramatic. And they'd be like, no, Kaylee, come back. I'd be like, no.
I tried. You couldn't follow my every rule. Yeah, my brother and I, living in the middle of the woods, we just had to come up with our own fun, Like, we didn't have smartphones or tablets or anything like that. And so we'd get into some, like, fairly reckless things. Like, we would be jumping out of tall trees and stuff. My favorite thing that I would still probably go back now and try. At my parents' house in the woods, we found these old big blue water barrels. We decided one day we should turn them on their side and try running on it. And it worked! We called it barrel rolling. We would drag them out of the woods, and then we'd stand on top, and you just start running, and we would race down the whole yard. I feel like that only happens in cartoons, but we did it, and we would spend a long time barrel rolling in the backyard. It was really fun.
Like the barrels that Jeffrey Dahmer stuck bodies in?
Yeah. And I can't confirm if there were no bodies in there, because we never opened them up, but... Whatever.
Were they heavy? Or
yeah.
Definitely bodies in there, but
but it was fun. It was good fun.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Those big, when you drive past farms, they have like those big white,
like with all the tires around them and stuff.
Yeah, and it's got like it's the big white plastic. It's got like hay feed in there and stuff, and they're like maybe 8 feet tall from the ground. We would just like run across them, and then we would jump from one to one. But if you missed, you'd slowly like slide down or whatever, and then you'd have to figure out how to get back up onto it. And we would run across those all the time. We weren't supposed to, because if you like poke the hole in it, then you're getting like moisture into the feed, and that's like costs a lot of money. And oh my god, me and my cousin Sean got in so much trouble, and I'm actually not sure how I'm alive to this day. My grandpa had these grain bags in his shed that like you mix into the feed, and it's for the cows and stuff. I just remember that they, like the paper bags you get at the grocery store. It's like that kind of material the bags were made out of. And I remember one of them had like a small rip in it, and some of the grain was kind of like coming out of it, and it was like a cool color. So Sean and I were like, I wonder what the other ones look like. We found like these sticks, and we just start stabbing all the bags.
Oh my God.
And all the grain started coming out, and it was just like all different colors. And, this was like my grandpa's like stockpile. And
oh no, Gramps.
Like, thousands of dollars worth of grain is just being poured out. Obviously, we had no idea what it was for, we're young little kids or whatever. And so, then we just go into the house, and I don't remember if I like went in and I told my grandma right away, like, what we had done.
Like, hey, found these cool color grains.
Yeah. I don't even think I knew they were grain. I just remember saying, like, these are really pretty.
I destroyed them all.
Or if I just was like, didn't even think anything of it. And then my grandpa was like, what did
happened?
This?
Yeah.
And then and I remember we had these plastic piggy banks that looked like pigs. I had been putting my birthday money and stuff in it, and my mom made me give it to my grandpa to like help pay for it. And I had to be like Emmy or Harper's age, like little. And I just remember being like, I'm sorry, Papa. And he like couldn't even look at me.
He was mad.
He was so angry. I think my cousin should have known better because he worked on the farm more.
So it was his fault.
Like, he should have been more like, maybe we shouldn't do this. Yeah, we shouldn't be doing this kind of thing. Not saying like it's 100% his fault, because we were still really young. But yeah, it was just kind of like,
whoopsie.
Core memory.
Just wanted to interrupt for 1 second to give a shout out to BP Creationery, a small business based out of Trempealeau. She creates individualized stationery. She made us these super cool all panic no disco stickers. We love them. She's got an Instagram to check out, so if you need any stickers or stationery, Poppy approves. Go check her out. Thanks, Brooke. Okay, back to the podcast.
Should we have wine?
I have to go to dance after this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your stupid, dumb dance.
Stupid, dumb dance.
Just kidding. Emma likes to do other activities besides spend time with me, which I don't approve of.
You like activities, too.
Yep. I stand in my window and I look out my blinds like this. And I wait till Emma comes home. And I wait there and I look at her house and I just wait.
Who is she with?
Who's in your driveway, Emma?
And whenever I bring up a new friend or like a coworker or something, Kaylee's like, who's the friend?
Who's the friend? Like that Snapchat. Emma snapped me when she had another friend in her snap. She's like, I don't even remember what you were doing.
I don't know what I was doing. I was with someone you didn't know about, though.
And I snapped her back, and I was like, who's the friend, Emma?
Nothing. Nothing, Kaylee. You're the only one in my life.
It's nobody.
It's nobody.
It's a nobody.
Believe me. She doesn't mean anything to me. My little stalker. Today when I was telling my coworkers about the podcast, and my coworkers who don't know you were like trying to like piece this together. Like, what is your podcast about? And I was like, I don't know. It's not about anything. I always tell people we want the vibe to be like, if you're feeling lonely or you just want some like background something, like put us on while you're cleaning and it'll just feel like you have friends in the background. Yeah, just hanging out. And so that's kind of what I said, but I was like, I don't really know how else to explain it. And one of my coworkers was like, first of all, he said I was cool. I was like, is cool the right word?
Did you misuse that?
Go down in history. And then he was like, just because, like, I know you and I'm just trying to figure out, like, is she, like, cool? And just, like, that whole story, this the whole time I was just thinking, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, this is cool, right?
Cool.
I'm standing outside your window.
One time I called you and you're like, I was just about to call you. I saw you sit down and you're on your couch.
I was leaving my drive and I was like, oh, Kaylee's awake. I love having neighbors.
Your text. Did you know you left your garage
Yeah,
door
you
open?
leave your freaking garage door open every night. And
No.
it was like 11 p.m. and Bryce and I were like,
Not
their
every.
garage door is open again. They're going to have raccoons and murderers.
Raccoons and murderers. That was my husband's fault because he
You
was
always
outside.
blame him.
He was outside with the girls while they were riding their bikes. Because Harper got we got her a little carrier for her dolls to put
on the bike.
on her bike.
That's cute.
For her birthday, and so he put that on her bike, and they were outside riding bike, and then Paul, our other neighbor,
Riding bike.
what?
I've just never heard that as like its own verb.
Riding bike?
Riding bike. I don't know. That sounds really weird to me. It should be like they were outside riding their bikes.
They were riding bike.
That sounds so stupid to me. Maybe I'm in the wrong. I've never heard anyone say, yeah, I was
Stupid dumb idiot.
Like if someone says they go for a bike ride, like I went for a bike ride, they don't say, yeah, I was just out riding bike.
Yes, I do.
No one's ever said that.
I would.
Right? Comment below if you think it's riding bike or out for a bike ride.
That's too many words. That's too many
Anyway, your
words.
child was riding bike.
Our other neighbor, because we live in a sitcom,
Yeah, we totally do.
came over and gave Jeff a poker for our campfire. He was sitting outside with them and doing that, and I was inside with my mom. He was the last one outside. So he let the coons in.
Yeah, the coons.
And the murderers. Plus, we have a beep boop bop beep boop boop system.
Mm-hmm. You were watching.
Oh.
You were going to start a different story. I'm just trying to keep it. You know what? It doesn't matter. This podcast will never be a linear conversation.
Oh, I was going to also say, when you said I don't know how to describe this podcast,
Yeah.
I tell people it's an open forum.
Open forum.
Yeah, there's just...
That sounds like there should be a panel.
It's an open forum. It's open topic. There's no rules.
There's nothing.
This
at
is-
all. I'm and Kaylee
Unhinged.
Okay. What were we saying?
I watched Death and Other Details on Hulu.
Never heard of it.
Super good. Highly recommend if you haven't, if you're looking for another show to watch.
Give me the synopsis. In 10 words.
10
Describe
words?
it. Yeah, in 10 words.
I don't know if I can, but I'll make it short.
Okay, try it. Try 10 first. I just want to see how you pulled this
Okay. It's Clue, the game. Oriental Express.
off. Oriental Express. You counted Oriental.
I counted
the syllable. The syllables. Oriental Express. That's at least 30 words. I can't do it. I can't.
Fuck!
Okay. Just tell me what it is. That obviously did not work. That was obviously too much for Kaylee.
It is like the murder on Oriental Express, where it's like a detective on this cruise ship, and he has to solve a murder that happens on the cruise ship.
It always happens on the cruise ship.
Yeah. It's got little twists.
Okay, I was gonna say it better have some plot twist because I feel like every murder on a cruise just follows the same storyline.
Oh, yeah.
Or like murder on a train, murder on a deserted island.
Yeah, so that's exactly what happened in the first 4 episodes. And so you're like, wait, how is there more? Mm-hmm. And then that's how it...
And then it hits you with a twist.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
I love a good plot twist.
Yeah, and all the characters, the main character, she's
a babe.
Smoking
She's a babe.
hot.
I
And
want to see her.
what's
her name?
Don't know. Don't know her name, but just look up Death and Other Details.
Those are my typing hands.
Those are her hoof hands.
Violet Bean.
Ooh, yeah. She looks...
Oh, she's so good looking. Oh, I like her with short hair.
That's how she looks on the...
Yeah.
And she's got a nice little bum. What is that when men talk about women's bodies?
Objectifying.
I'm objectifying her.
No, we're celebrating her. Woman to woman.
Woman to woman.
She's got a nice bod.
Yeah, because I'm straight. So I'm just... I wish I looked like her because she's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
She has gorgeous eyeballs.
Yeah.
Especially...
Kind of makes me feel bad about putting my face on the internet. The main character is awesome. Mm-hmm. There's some good plot twists.
There's some sexy scenes. She's got her nipples pierced. Like, am I straight?
It's a spectrum, I believe.
Everything's a spectrum
I know,
to you.
I know. I'm just saying, like, is anybody completely straight? I know some people would argue.
Yeah.
Yes, but I feel like you should... Well, also, I'm very much like, do what you want, love who you want, and don't be ashamed if you're a gal who thinks another gal is pretty. Or if you're a dude who's like that, like you should, if you're a guy, and this is what I appreciate about Bryce. He's
he's gonna be like, I don't know about
very comfortable with himself. He will just be like walking like through the gym or like walking down the street and he'll be like,
nice.
That's a hot
turd
dude.
cutter.
No, he's never, well, maybe he said that. But okay, I was gonna say something else. Oh, plot twists. You're just gonna keep seeing the lighting change because we keep filming this at the weirdest times and we're not prepared. Okay, anyway. My mind pinged to plot twist.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah. Because there's a special place in my heart for plot twists in movies and shows.
Yeah.
Like it just...
Books.
I just live
Love
for
it.
it. I
Yes.
live for a plot twist. I just read A Silent Patient.
Yep.
No spoilers, but another recommendation. Oh my goodness. So
you just finished that one?
I just finished it. And I swear I read it in the past and I was like, maybe I didn't because I don't remember being this blown away. And then I always bring up, have you seen The Boy?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, the like ghost movie. Mm-hmm. Super good plot. Super good. I don't know why the finger guns are coming out so much
We like a good finger gun.
Just any like psychological thriller where you think one thing the whole movie and even like you're trying to figure out the twist where you're like, I know this is the twist, and then bam, they're like, no, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Oh, it's so good.
Same. I went to The Uninvited with my aunt.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay, I have not seen that.
It's older. I mean, it's old now. I think like in 2006 or 7, something like that. Mm-hmm. I actually think it doesn't have good reviews on the Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't care about
on the
what
old
they say.
Tomatoes.
Because I feel like I think a lot of movies are good that they're like, it got a 33%.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? Actually, I take that back because I think scary movies, if you get over like...
Scary movies always get bad ratings.
Yeah, like a 30 or something like that's actually technically good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm not a movie critic. Okay.
The Uninvited.
Anyways, yeah, that one, we like sat in our seat for like an extra 10 minutes because our brain couldn't function.
To just process it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to see it. That's what I want.
Because we were just like... We were dead set.
We were so confident.
We knew.
Yes.
We already knew.
That's the best. And then they're just like, wrong-o.
Yeah, like we already freaking knew that this was how it was supposed to be, and that it was just like
And it
a
just
ghost
crumbled
movie.
beneath you.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
Don't
just
spoil it.
I'm not gonna. I won't ruin this moment.
But now I know there's a plot twist, and I'm gonna be searching for it the whole time. Do you think I'll figure it out?
No, you
Okay.
won't. There's no way. There's like zero possibility until it literally happens that you'll figure it out.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And then
really want
we
to
just
watch
sat there like this. We were like,
wait a minute.
what?
The numbers are like floating above your head.
Yeah, that meme where there she's like,
Yeah.
no, or the Winona Ryder when she's like. I read Silent Patient too, and I felt
moment?
I felt that one coming though.
You did?
Yeah.
See, I was so I was so caught up in, and maybe it's because I actually listened to it on an audiobook.
Me too.
You did? Okay, see, I was gonna say maybe it's because I was like driving and focus on other things, or like I don't know, maybe it was the way they talked. People who haven't read this book are gonna be like, what's happening?
Fuck? And now they're gonna go.
Now I gotta go read it.
And you know what? Author of Silent Patient, we want.
You're welcome.
We want royalties. No, just kidding.
Are you kidding? Like they're actually gonna see this and Bryce is home.
Brucey. I'm reading The Housemaid, which is awesome.
Wait, I was just gonna start reading that because my friend Michelle is reading it too.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, we should have a book club.
We should have a book club.
Bryce!
We are
We're doing our
recording.
podcast. I really want Poppy to be in it, but I can't get her up on the chair. Thank you.
You like them?
Oh, you're so wiggly.
You have hot chocolate?
Yes.
Can you make me some?
Sure.
Can you hold Poppy up right here?
So
It's right there. Hi, Poppy girl. This is my dog.
Puppy girl.
She's like, what's happening?
Hi, Poppy.
This is my dog, and this is my dog.
Now go make me some hot cocoa.
Oh, take it with heavy whipping cream. So
With sour cream.
Actually, that just made me think of a question that I'd like to pose.
Okay.
And maybe I'd like to hear from other people now that we have listeners.
Yeah. Please send them in. Okay. What? Email or
just
Instagram?
comment on the
Oh,
video.
it's not gonna be like.
It's just a question.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it was gonna be like you want to be anonymous or not.
No, I don't think people have to be
okay.
anonymous. I make the rules now.
Okay.
All right, so I
Yes,
have a question.
ma'am.
I have a question to pose based off of the sour cream and hot cocoa comment.
Okay.
And I'd like to ask my patients this as like a fun intro question, and I've heard a lot of really fun answers. What is a strange food combination that you like, but other people are like, that's disgusting? If you can think of one, or like something weird that you've tried before that you're like. Some examples. Mine, which I don't think is weird, but I've gotten some pushback. I like ketchup on my mashed potatoes and like stirred in so that they turn pink. That's what most people say. But okay, hear me out. Do you eat ketchup on your fries?
Not often, but I think.
Okay, do most people eat ketchup on their fries? I'm trying to make a point here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
The inside of a French fry is a mashed potato.
What?
It tastes the same.
I think
like
the disgusting portion of this is the
stirring.
pink. Is the pink. It's the part where it looks like
Slimy.
a slimy body part.
Yeah, that's the cool
That
part.
I don't know about.
Keeps things spicy. Some other ones that people have said, just as other examples, are like another easy one would be hot Cheetos dipped in cream cheese. Which, if I like spicy food, I would probably eat that. It doesn't sound that weird to me. Some of the weird ones were like the dill pickle dipped in peanut butter and like tuna peanut butter sandwiches, or like someone put tuna on their pizza. One of my coworkers eats applesauce on her pizza, or maybe it's her friends who eat it. I don't know. She used that example. So there's some weirder ones. Do you have any where you're like, I've eaten that, I would eat it again, and I will not tell anyone that I'm eating it? until right now.
I mean, I don't think I have any weird ones like that I can think of on the spot. I mean, I've put like chocolate syrup on popcorn before and I eat that.
That's good. That's a good one, because
But
that's kind of weird.
I don't think that's weird.
I think it's weird.
You think
but
it's
it sounds
weird?
good. I mean, like, how many people do you think have done that? Have poured chocolate syrup over popcorn?
I feel like people have done that because you get flavored popcorn.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's taken a... Maybe limited people in the world have taken a Hershey syrup bottle and drizzled it over popcorn.
Okay, maybe. And then I like an apple slice with Swiss cheese.
I like that. I like apples and cheese.
Yeah, that one's good too. I like to do my poor man toast with butter, sugar, and cinnamon.
Oh, and cinnamon? That's not weird. That's nostalgic. This brings up a new question. Nostalgic foods that, like, stick in your brain.
Okay.
Like once in a very great while. My mom would put zebra cakes in my brother and I's lunch, and that was, like, the best day. Do you remember zebra cakes?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're still around.
I know, but I haven't eaten one in forever, and even the thought of eating one makes me, like...
Salivate.
Makes my teeth hurt. No, it sounds bad. It just sounds so fake. I don't know. I'd probably still eat it, but as a kid, I was like, "This is luxury."
Luxury. This.
Who made these?
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Yeah. Do you have things like that?
Nostalgic. Food-wise,
Yeah.
Casey's Pizza.
Oh.
Casey's Pizza has got it going on. It's all I want.
Oh, I was like, is this their commercial?
No, it's all.
I was like, I don't remember. That sounds an awful lot like Stacy's mom.
It is. It's just a remix.
Let's stick to podcasting. Okay.
Okay.
Jing.
Yeah, no, Casey's is a gas station.
They have good pizza, though.
In the Midwest, and yeah, they have bomb ass pizza. It's like Goofy Movie pizza scene where they pull the pizza
And the cheese.
and the cheese is like, yeah. And my parents, that was like the only time we could convince my parents that we should order out food as to get
Was
Casey's pizza. Yeah. And
I love that.
we would eat like 5 large pizzas. Like, and there was only 5 of us total,
You
so
know?
we would just have a large pizza per person. It would be miserable, but
Worth it.
Worth
There's
it.
certain things like that where I associate it with specific times in my life, like how you're like convincing your mom to order food. It was always Casey's. Whenever we would go to the Dells, the Wisconsin Dells, with my cousins, we would get Nerds ropes and strawberry Twizzlers. Every time I eat those, I think about being at the Wisconsin Dells.
red vines that I was telling you about.
yeah.
That my dad would get the big tub, like the
Oh my
plastic
God.
tub of red vines every time we would go on a road trip anywhere. Every time he'd be driving and he'd be like,
Oh yeah, classic dad hand. You would hear a bag crinkling and immediately it'd be like,
yeah, you'd
you
get,
just have to fill his hand
yeah, you'd
with
have to
whatever you
fill it up.
have.
And he'd be like,
Yeah,
you
that's
just see his
that's
fingers and you're
through
like,
the cracks of the seat.
yeah.
This is for you.
Oh, Merlin.
This is for you because you have dance and you probably shouldn't chug hot cocoa.
Thanks, honey. Lizard delivery. My mom makes car sandwiches, and I'm telling you, sandwiches
that look like
taste,
cars.
No. Sandwiches you eat in the car. But sandwiches taste so much better in the car when they were made the night before and they had time to like
Mush up.
panini up. Yeah. And you cut them into squares and you make a bunch of different kinds so that everyone can try like a little of everything.
Charcuterie of sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was the best. We would always eat car sandwiches.
Jeff, one time we went to Washington D.C. and he surprised me with this trip because we both love history. He surprised me with it, and it was funny because the night before I had to work. I worked second shift, and so I was packing up, and he was already at work. And I looked in the fridge to see like what we had for food to pack for my lunch, and I like bent over and I look in the fridge, and there's like 100 sandwiches packed up and pushed in the back of the fridge. And it was like, what the heck is going on?
Like, who's gonna eat 100 sandwiches?
It was like, is Jeff trying to meal prep for the week? And then clearly he doesn't want me to touch these sandwiches because they're smushed all the way to the back of the fridge, and he doesn't want me to know they exist. The next day, he's like got them. He wakes me up and he's got them packed up and stuff. I was like, I was wondering what these sandwiches are for. And he's like, yep, I packed your favorite sandwiches and everything. And then we drove 14 hours all the way out there.
I love it.
It was a nightmare drive.
It's so fun.
It is if you like take the time to road trip properly and you like make stops and you get out and you like every couple hours you have something planned and you want to do something. But if you just drive 14 hours straight somewhere, I don't like that. It's not for me. That's not.
You gotta have games. You gotta have road trip games. That's your problem. You gotta have games to do.
See, because I worked till 3 a.m. and then we left at like 6 a.m. So he wanted me to like sleep most of it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a car sleeper.
Oh, man. I was just talking about this today. I invented a word for my ability to fall asleep in the car. Or not even ability, it just happens. I call it carcolepsy. Because even if I'm trying to stay awake, like we'll be listening to a super good story, and all of a sudden I'll just be passed out for 2 hours, and I don't remember falling asleep. And Bryce is like, morning. Poor guy. I'm such a passenger princess. Bye, Merlin.
Bye, buddies. Bryce would like be as a little rider because I would talk his ear off the whole way.
Yeah, he would be like, go to sleep.
Jeff hates it when I'm like, and I'll stare at him sometimes.
So, what should we talk about?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want to talk about? We played that game where you try to say the same word at the same time. So you both start with a random word, and you say 1, 2, 3, and then you say that word. And then whatever those words are, you try to make a mutual connection, and you say 3, 2, 1, and try to say the same word. If I said house and you said floor, we might go 3, 2, 1, wood.
Window. Okay.
So we might not be great at this game, but that's the premise. You're trying, but even then, like if I said wood and you said window, then we might go 3, 2, 1,
doorknob.
Okay. Oh, shit. Do you get it?
Yeah. We're trying to say the same word
at the same time. At work, we named it Samesies, and sometimes we'll play it during lunch. And this is a great road trip game for anyone listening, or if you're bored at work or whatever. Samesies. So, ready? Think of any word.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Tree.
Flower. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Leaf.
Pedal. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Stem. You have to say something. Okay, let's try again.
Okay.
Start over. Different word.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Ball.
Finger.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Nail.
Patch. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Blood.
Hand. Blood.
Yeah.
And hand. Okay. 3,
3, 2, 1.
Vein.
Thumb.
Okay. Okay. Let's start over. Last time. 3, 2, 1.
Warm.
Glasses. 3, 2, 1.
Glass.
Bend.
3, 2, 1.
Sculpt.
Frame. Sculpt.
I was thinking of like bending glass. I don't know.
The book.
All right, sculpt and frame. Ready?
No. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Screw.
Art. Okay, I got one. 3, 2, 1.
Screwdriver.
Okay, well, you get the point. Bryce and I literally got it in 2, and we couldn't even get it. Maybe we're not as compatible as you thought.
Or maybe we're the best. Emma. I just, first of all, words are hard for me, okay?
I know, ride bike.
That is a real sentence.
Yeah, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Okay.
At the end. Oh. And then I'll just cut this into the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretend like we didn't just film for an hour. We're fresh.
Hold on, let me put
We're new.
hot chocolate over here.
I don't know how to do an introduction without sounding all cringy.
All cringy?
And giving myself
That's
the
Bryce doing the dishes. Hello. All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. If you missed, that was awkward. I didn't like that.
Cut. What would you say for the intro at the same time and see if we get it the same? Ready?
We're going to do samesies.
Yeah, we're going to do samesies with the whole intro.
I'm going to throw up.
Ready?
Hold on. I can't.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to All Panicked
No,
Disco, our podcast. I'm Emma. This is Kaylee.
Thanks for tuning
coming
in.
back. That was good. I liked it.
Okay.
I think it was good.
I think that was we really hit it.
We nailed it.
Nailed it.
Oh, and now we got to say goodbye.
And now we have to do our outro.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Thanks
you,
for
everybody,
listening.
for listening in tonight. It's been a heck of a ride.
You sound like you're at the Super Bowl and you. Thanks for joining. Viva Las Vegas!
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Kaylee, Bryce, Jess, Poppy, Merlin. One more time. Ready?
Okay. Thanks for listening, everyone. It's been really great.
We're leaving now.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our show. It's been great. We love you. Subscribe.
I don't like it.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you. Let's do like a back-to-back. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Ready?
Thanks for watching. Come back.
Please.
Or I'll find you.
Come back. All right, I have to go.
Okay.